What's up, guys? This is Jimmy with Hifly Fitness, and today I want to talk to you about the importance of finding a spotter that will allow you to lift safely and properly. This is a very important topic because I know many people that get injured due to the fact that they don't know how to find a proper spotter and they don't know how to lift without a spotter correctly. So it's going to talk about two things. One, what to do when there's people in your gym and you can ask them for help to spot you on your lifts, whether it's the bench or the squat or a variation of those, or you don't have a spotter and you need to know what to do. So firstly, I want to talk about how to find a spotter and how to give them the directions needed to allow you to lift safely. So for the bench press, I like to find a relatively strong guy in the gym. They need to be able to lift heavy weight, so they could be injured. So you want to make sure that you've seen them lift a lot of weight, or at least they look strong enough to lift the weight that you're going to be attempting if you were to fail. Secondly, when you find the spotter, you find the person that you want to help you with the lift, you need to make sure to tell them very specific instructions. For me, I like to tell them if I want them to lift the bar off the rack, how quickly I want them to do it, and where I want them to let go, and then how much pressure to give me or how much pressure to relieve when they give me the bar to perform the movement. So personally, I have the lift off and I bring it about center chest, and then I retract and I get stabilized again if I accidentally move my delts off the bench. Then I stabilize again, and then I tell them, okay, give me the weight. So this is going to be different for everyone. You're going to need to have to figure that out on your own. But this is very crucial. In October of 2013, I made a mistake of asking a spotter or asking someone to spot me without giving him specific instructions of how I personally like to lift. And what happened was he grabbed the barbell with his elbow and threw 225 pounds on my chest and I didn't have enough strength to catch the bar at the angle that it was given. So it's very important to give them specific instructions. Don't assume that they know what they're doing when it comes to spotting. Don't assume that they have understanding of how you like to be, what your injuries are. You might have a delt injury, you might have a pec injury, so you need to be very specific with that. For the squat, it's going to be similar, and you don't want them to be touching the bar at all. What's the cue that you're going to give them to bring the bar up? Because you don't want the bar to ever collapse on your chest, because that increases your risk of injury. You want to be able to allow them to help you with the lift before you completely fail. If you want them to grab it like the second before you start, the bar goes down, or you can yell at them or say something, let them know, because that will be the difference between you tearing a pec and you completing the lift, well, partially successfully without injury. So for the squat, it's going to be similar, and this is almost more difficult to find a squat spotter than a bench spotter, because they need to be able to squat with proper form in order for them to catch the bar and catch you when you fail at the bottom of the squat, because that's where most people fail. So they need to be able to go down with a body weight squat to the depth that you're going to at least, and then be able to produce force out of that bottom position to carry you up if you were to fail. Again, if you're going to use a spotter for the squat, you need to make sure you don't drop the bar on them, because you could kill them. It's very dangerous, so you need to communicate very well with your spotters. You need to give them specific instructions of how to spot you for the lift, and then how to assist you when you're near failure of that lift. I think that's all I gotta talk about, huh?